ओके गाइस, गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल। हमने दो लेक्चर देख चुके थे, राइट, नेटवर्क फंक्शन के। टुडे वी विल सी थर्ड लेक्चर। इन दैट लेक्चर, in previous lecture I explained the concept of pole zero with respect to your network function. Now today we will going to discuss some other concept, okay, or some other method by which you can synthesize your network. So this is your our some circuit, right, series RLC circuit. We already covered this circuit in our unit number, I think, for AC steady state analysis. When you study, you already study this circuit, right? So here I also explain for this alpha value, which is nothing but your damping coefficient, when R by twice of L, means when you solve this, you get the three types of roots. First is real and equal roots, another is real and not unequal roots. So at that condition your circuit is overdamped circuit, right? But when your roots are real and uh, equal, there at that time your circuit is critically damped. And when you get the roots as a complex root, right, so your circuit is under damped. So these are the different three types of your conditions, okay. According to your circuit, you can represent your equation in this format, right? So, in last lecture, where the this equation is directly taken out, right? So this is nothing but taken from this circuit. So this is for the series RLC circuit, but that lecture they are taken in voltage form. So the circuit is nothing but your parallel RLC circuit, right? This equation is taken, okay. So these are the different types of condition. You can also analyze your circuit with the help of this. So today I'm going to discuss some more points regarding this network function. Now I'm just read out this book. This is nothing but your CL Vadua book. Here also is very good explanation is given, and some different kind of method are using for synthesize your problem. See here, for this method only process is given here. There is no use of pole zero concept, but you should know this process as well, right? So and yes, pole zero concept we also discussed that, but we also cover this process as well. So this is quite very important to you. So now see, today we will discuss these things, okay. So I'm taking this topic from your CL Vadva book, okay. Now see the passive concept. Here what they say, for any given function, for any given function, if you want to synthesize that problem, your function should be must be realizable, right? Means your poles should be on left half of a split, and there are certain condition which is mentioned here, and if your function is satisfy that condition, you can say your function is a realizable function. If your function is a positive real function, that is a realizable function, then you can easily synthesize with the some process are given here. By applying that process to that problem, you can synthesize your network and you can easily draw your uh, actual circuit, right? See here at the last, there are some problems also given here, so by which you can synthesize, and at final you have to draw such types of circuit, okay. So that's why I'm taking this process as well, because some examples also given here, and by applying that process you can also draw your actual circuit, okay. See such types of circuit you can easily draw. You can also cross verify this circuit by using the Laplace transform, right? If you apply the Laplace transform, you can right, you can back means you can analyze your transfer function, right, at actual condition, and means you can reverse check your problem, right. Earlier we earlier we find out the transfer function with the help of circuit, right. कैसे निकालते थे? Transfer function is nothing but your Laplace transform of output upon Laplace transform of input, right. Laplace transform of output, Laplace transform of input, nothing but your Laplace transform of your impulse response. So earlier we find out this transfer function by using this, right? Circuit is given to you. Now here the transfer function is given to you, right? This types of transfer function, some function is given to you, transfer function or impedance function. Okay, both are different, but for an the synthesized point of view, you can synthesize this impedance function as well. Okay, so how to synthesize this process is given to you. So if you cross verify, this is your ZS, which is given here, which is given here, right. If you transfer this function into Laplace domain and find out ZS, so you will get this. So we also cover this topic, and then we also going to that pole zero concept as well. Okay, so today I try to complete this topic. Now see, there are some theoretical points is given here, so we will discuss that point. Now see, the solution of the network is unique, right. If you want to find out the response of the network, right, to find out the response of the network, then you have to find out the either voltage or current, means branch voltage or current, which you have to take in your output, right. Response nothing but what you get from output, means for from that circuit, and what you provide that circuit, right, that is nothing but your response. So accordingly, if you want to taken out some output from any particular branch, you have to take the voltage or current ratio with your input, right, that is nothing but your response. But the response is always means solution of the network is always unique, right. It's a solution of network is always unique, but when you synthesize that network, the process of that network is not unique. There are number of ways you can synthesize, but the solution of that network is unique. The network synthesis gives the various option to satisfy the excitation response, so does not have the unique solution. Okay, that this is a point. Okay, the given impulse response, for the given impulse response means certain excitation is provided to any circuit, right, then you can say yeah, it is the impulse response. When we study the transient analysis, in that we also discuss this point, right, what is the impulse response and what circuit we have like at the impulse response, right. There are different characteristics for LNC component when sudden impulses happen to the circuit. So, given the impulse response, where the excitation is an impulse, so to obtain the requisite network element, which is the responded, we know the Laplace transform of the impulse response in the time domain. Simple, क्या हो रहा है ये? When the circuit is given to you, when you apply the impulse response, right? So which we already studied in transient analysis. So L is behave like a open circuit at a certain instant, right, and C behave like a short circuit, right. At the infinite duration, L become a short circuit and C behave like a open circuit. So that different parameters behave according to their behavior, right. So that is a point is discussed here. you have to take the Laplace transform. So when you directly see, there are two methods, right? One is when you use the initial condition problem, means when you discuss with a time domain analysis, and other is Laplace transform. Means there are two types, means there are two methods to discuss that problem. One is time domain and another is Laplace domain analysis. So time domain mein there are different conditions we have to apply, but when you go through the Laplace domain, there are only one things you have to directly apply: convert all parameter into S domain and take the response, means find out the response in Laplace domain. Later on you can also take inverse Laplace and find out your response in time domain analysis. So simple here. For this study, first of all we are dealing with linear a linear network, right? There are the network, it should be linear and passive. There are no active source, no dependent source, no independent source in the particular circuit. And it means we are mainly dealing with RLC component, okay? And we are doing in Laplace domain. This all function is in Laplace domain. So and second thing is your function should be a causal and stable system. Yes, we are also do that all things for the stable system only. That's why this process is valid only for stable system. So there are some methods which are going given here, by which you can analyze your system is stable or not. So for stability, I also explain what is the necessary conditions, okay? So see, this is your causal system, this is a non-causal system, but you can also convert this non-causal to causal. How? By shifting the time, right? Or you can say by introducing delay in a circuit. So this is a not practically realizable circuit, right? Not practically realizable circuit for this study. And yes, when you introduce delay in a circuit at t is equal to 0 instant of time, your response, you will get such types of response, okay? So if there is any non-causal circuit, you must be converted into the causal form. So this causality is implies the Pali-Wiener condition to satisfy. So in frequency domain, this condition must be satisfied to become causality, right? This condition is nothing but your Pali-Wiener's condition. So for a function, if the function is physically realizable, then that function must be follow this Pali-Wiener's condition, which is nothing but this. What it explain means, for this function, what you will get, it should not be infinite, right? It is always less than of infinite. So for any frequency, what you will get less than infinite value, then only your function is realizable. So these all things are given to you. This is a simple low pass filter, okay? And you can't analyze, you can't get the response after this omega naught means greater than of this omega naught, right? The filter of h of omega can't be realized because h of j omega arbitrary becomes zero beyond the zero, this naught, omega naught. So this is a maximum value for this function. So after this, this can't be analyzed. Yes. So this can be find out by using this Gaussian curve. Second thing is Gaussian curve is given here. Okay, so this is not very important. This is for only example is given here. So I skip this. Yes, the stability, this point. Please read out this point. The stability of criteria of the frequency domain See, it is talking about the stability criteria. Okay, requires the system function possess the poles on the left half of a spin. This already I explained you, right? Of j omega axis. At pole of j omega axis must be simple, since the simple pole on j omega are respectively is. So only function is given. So this is your standard form. Okay, and the order of numerator. There are one condition here for system should be realizable according to this, and must be stable system. So your this function, this transfer function is given to you. So order of numerator and denominator is not differ more than this n minus 1. Okay, लेस देन ऑफ 1. एक से ज़्यादा से इसका पावर डिफर नहीं होना चाहिए. ओके, आइदर एक तक हो सकता है या फिर उससे कम होगा या फिर बराबर हो सकता है. उससे ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. फॉर एग्जांपल इसका पावर 2 है, सो डिनोमिनेटर का पावर क्या हो सकता है, या तो 2 होगा या तो फिर इसका पावर जैसे 2 है, सो इसका पावर या तो 2 होगा या तो 3 होगा. राइट, 3 भी चलेगा, 2 भी चलेगा, लेकिन 1 नहीं चलेगा. मीन्स दिस पावर is should be less than or equal to m. You can say that n is less than or equal to m plus 1. So m power is this. So n का पावर कितना हो जाएगा, m का पावर मीन्स n का पावर m के पावर से एक कम होगा. ओके, आई होप दिस इज क्लियर टू यू. So this is a one condition for this circuit. If n is exceeded m by more than 1, okay, unity, would we mean that the s of j omega is infinite, there should be the multiple pole. If the multiple pole at this, the system become unstable, right? This point I already explained in previous classes, and also show you how the circuit is looks like, right? For some example, by taking some examples. Now h of s is nothing but your transfer function of your proposed synthesize, means proposed network synthesize. So there are certain conditions are given here, so you can also follow this condition. H of s should have pole on right half s plane. H of s should not have, right, should not have pole on right half of s plane, because if any one of the pole goes from right half of s plane, then your circuit become unstable, right? So if once your circuit become unstable, so this is not practically usable, right? Now, second thing is h of x should not have multiple pole on j omega axis. If multiple pole also on j omega axis, then also your circuit is not a stable system, right? Your response would mm, at infinite time, means at t is s is equal to infinite, right? At t is equal to infinite, you will get your response will be infinite. So that also the unstable system. Third one is the degree of numerator of h of s should not more than the unity with respect to denominator. This point is same, which is condition is given above. Okay, so you can read it out. So you can also analyze this circuit by using this Hurwitz polynomials. So p of s is said to be Hurwitz polynomials. We will going to see how to solve it. So for these three condition, we have to satisfy these three condition. Then only you can analyze your circuit. Now the new things is here is you have to satisfy your Hurwitz this function. So p of s is a real function for s of s is real. Then second thing is roots of p of s should have the real parts of 0 and negative. So this all point is given here. Here see p of s is nothing but the sum of even plus odd, right? So this n is nothing but your uh, n is nothing but your odd part of this function, and m is even function even part of your function, and this is a coefficient of this function, real and positive, and this coefficient must be real and positive function. Now there are also processes given to you. Now this function you can also break into two parts. Okay, so how to break it? For example, see here, f of s is nothing but your this ws into f1 of s. So this, if this function is a follow the this Hurwitz, then these two function also are the Hurwitz criteria, means they are follow the Hurwitz criteria. Now the some more condition are here. So first is, for all coefficient of polynomial must be real and positive. None of them must have the missing coefficient, and the polynomial of each and only odd order of term. ठीक है. And second thing is the coefficient or the continuous fraction. So फर्स्ट कंडीशन में क्या था कि आपका कोई भी मिसिंग कोएफिशिएंट नहीं होना चाहिए, एंड सेकंड थिंग इज योर सिस्टम मीन्स कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ ऑल फंक्शन मीन्स all coefficient must be real and positive. And second condition is that your quotient of the continuous fraction expansion of even and odd or vice versa, the polynomial are positive. Now see, if p of s is completely even and completely odd, then you can second part of the continued fraction is obtained by taking the differentiator. So if any one part is given to you, for example, even part is given to you. So how to find out the odd part? By taking the derivative of that. Now, for example, check. See the example. It is more clear while doing this example. Now check, the polynomial is given to you, right? This is given to you. Test this function is follow the Hermitian or not. Okay. So how to check that condition? First of all, divide into two parts. Find out the real parts and odd power, real power and odd power. So real power and odd power of s. This is a real power or a real thing. Sorry, even and odd power of s. Okay. So one is even power of s and another is odd power of s. So even power of s is represent with this m, and odd power is represent with is n. Now how to check the condition? You have to divide with less power in this with this. So uh, how to identify this? See, we always divide means higher term, right? For example, we always divide. This is nothing but your divisor, right? Divisor is always, for example, x power, right? X power, x power. So this is always either equal or differ by one. So you can say your dividend is nothing but the either x power or x plus 1 power, x plus 1 power. Okay. So on if for here both are given, right? No missing coefficient and all even and odd both power are given to you. So you have to segregate this function into two parts. First is even power and another is odd power of s, and you have to test the this criteria. Okay. But there are some more example where if any one coefficient are missing in that given function, then you can directly say that your function is not follow this criteria. Okay. एक्चुअली सम प्रोनाउंसिएशन में थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो रहा है इसमें, इसलिए ठीक है. This these are the condition. Now see, we we divide into two parts. First is even part of this function and another is odd function, odd part of this function. So which is less power, this is less power, right? So this is nothing but your divisor. So this is your divisor, and what is a dividend is this m of s. So m of s is taken here, and this is your quotient. Okay, this is nothing but a such type. So how to divide it? This is very simple. You have to cancel out this first term. So how, what are the adjustment? You have to do this divisor, multiply by 2 by 2s by 5, right? When you multiply by 2s by 5, this 5 get cancel out, and this 2 is become 2s, right? When you multiply this term with this, you get you are equating, or you can able to cancel out this first term, right? That's why for this first step, what is your quotient is 2s by 5. Then here it get minus, right? So this term getting cancel out, and take when you minus these two terms, means 6 s square minus 4 by 5 s square, you will get this, and this one remaining one is become as it is, right? So now this is your remainder. Now this remainder act as your divisor, and what is your new dividend is this last divisor is become your new dividend. Now the same, you have to divide this term with this. You have to you have to cancel out this first term. So what are adjustment you are doing for this divisor? That is nothing but your quotient, right? So this is your quotient. For this criteria, Herstasian criteria. So your all quotient means coefficient of all quotient must be positive, or you can say all quotient must be positive. Then only this criteria is this function is followed your this criteria. Okay. So now observe here, all coefficient are positive. So this function is follow this criteria. So by using this step, you can observe this your function is follow that criteria or not. Okay, so this is one thing, and second one is second example also taken here. See, okay, now see here is given s cube plus 3s square plus 4s plus 12. Now in that question, you have to first of all find out real and odd, means even and odd part of that function, right? So this is your even function, and this is your odd function. Now see, in first case, your higher power of function is even function, right? That's why odd power of function is become your divisor, and even power of function is become your dividend. Now for second function, for here, uh, your highest power is odd function, right? Odd power of s. So this is become your dividend here, and this even power, which is less power, is become behave as your divisor. So uh, use means solve that problem by using this, or you can divide that odd even power of this function, right, by this. So this is nothing but your, when you divide you will get 0 here, right, directly in one step. Okay, this is nothing but your, ऐसा ऐसा दिया है, ये थोड़ा लिखने में गड़बड़ है यहाँ पे, 3s square plus 12 divided by s cube plus 4s, right? When you are going to divide this, यहाँ पे देख लेते हैं, s square, 3s square plus 12 is divided with s cube plus 4s, right? When you divide this, you have to cancel out this first term, right? So what are the adjustment here? Simple. First of all, you have to remove these three, right? And you have to increase this s power. So if I multiply s by 3, so this 3 is cancel out, and this increased by power of 1, right? So this is nothing but your s cube plus this is s, and 12 divided by 3 is nothing but your 4s, right? So only single step you will find out your remainder is 0. So yes, for this step, yeah, its sign is means change. So this whole become is cancel out and your quotient is 0, right? So at this step, now see, your quotient is 0 and your this coefficient is also positive. So I can say that your function is maybe follow the this condition, but once such type of quotient is given to you means is came to you, right? So here you see that at the terminated means this is not a directly terminated means say there are with the function of this combination of these two. Now see earlier problem, यहाँ पे क्या हुआ था, यहाँ पे आपका डायरेक्टली सिंगल टर्म में एक टर्मिनेट हुआ था। अगर आप इसको इक्वेट करते थे इससे, तो यहाँ पे सिंगल ही टर्म रहता था एस से अगर मैं रिप्लेस करता था, बट यहाँ पे देयर आर टू टर्म्स। सो before before you getting this 0, so there are such terms. So at that case there are some special provision is there. So now see, read this. Division has been terminated appropriately by a common factor of s cube plus 4s. The polynomial can be written as this s cube plus 4s प्लस 1/3/s। 1/3/s कैसे हो गया? एम ये टर्म ये इससे आपका ये टर्मिनेट हुआ था, राइट, लास्ट टर्म। सो दिस मस्ट बी वन फैक्टर फॉर दिस होल सर्किट। So this is become a one factors and okay, when and this is nothing but your 1 + 3s। 1 + 3s कैसा इसका स्टेप था यहाँ पे, क्योंकि यहाँ पे ये फर्स्ट टाइम हो गया। ओके, जब आप सेकेंड इसमें जाओगे तो इसमें 1 आ जाएगा। और यू कैन से दैट दिस इज योर कंडीशन विच इज गिवन हेयर, यू कैन रीड इट आउट दिस कंडीशन, यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है ये कंडीशंस। ओके, यू कैन डायरेक्टली return this p of x function as your 1 plus inverse of this coefficient of u, inverse of this coefficient. Okay, so this is your s by 3, s by 3 become for this 1 plus 3 by s of this s cube plus 4s. Okay, now this factor is a nothing but your Hurwitz factor, right? And since the multiplication of this is nothing but your p of s into this, okay, so if this is is follows this Hurwitz, then this both are Hurwitz factor. Okay, if this factor is Hurwitz factor, then both are the Hurwitz factor. The term of s cube plus 4s are the multiple factor we refer the earlier. Okay, ठीक है। इसमें क्या है, सेकंड थर्ड एग्जांपल, सी द थर्ड एग्जांपल हेयर। सो दिस इज योर polynomial function is given to you। now the same concept, you have to separate out this real and odd part of that function। now same process, you have to divide that। now see, when you divide this function, your coefficient means your quotient is, you are getting the negative quotient, right? So that will be nothing but your system, it means your question is not followed your Hurwitz criteria। Now one more question is here given here। now see here, uh, you have to test the polynomial is follow Hurwitz or not। now see s7 means highest power of this function is s7, so you have to divide that function by s6, right? So this is your even part and this is your odd part, and the same way you can find out this। now uh, Now see here also your function is terminated with this such type of function, but you can factorize this function. Means at this point, see here the again the division is terminated by appropriately by the common factor of this, which is can be factorized by wait a minute guys. Okay. Yes. This function is also terminated with the same, right? So here one is that this is nothing but your v of s common factor v of s and s square plus 4, which is can be factorized as ये जो v ऑफ एस स्क्वायर ऑफ प्लस 4 है ना, इसको हम दो पार्ट में ये कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. You can also factorize with this. So at this condition there one part become a negative, means here are some adjustment are given doing here. So this is nothing but your original s square plus 4, right? And this is your some extra term is adding to this function. So when you add this function, your function is looks like I mean separated out by the these two kind of function. Now see one of the coefficient of s square minus 2s plus 1 is negative, right? But we can say that if the whole function is follow the Hurwitz, then both function must be follow the Hurwitz criteria. Now with the help of this, if you test this type of this, one of your circuit is this coefficient of that factor is become negative, so you can say that your this one term is not follow the Hurwitz. So reverse is also happen. If any one of that term is not follow the Hurwitz criteria, then your overall factor function is also not follow the Hurwitz criteria. Now see, the polynomial of a whole function is not a Hurwitz criteria. Since s square plus 4 is s square term is missing, hence or yes, one more thing is that there should be not any missing term here, right? Here s square plus 1 is a missing coefficient. So you can say that if any one of the polynomial is missing in that your particular is function, then also your system is not follow the Hurwitz criteria. Okay, so that all the uh, given condition. This all condition which are we are doing this function which are we are applying this function. This is already given for this this theory. Okay, I insist you first of all you can read it out this theory function, okay, and try to apply the same concept with this. Now guys, this is also new for me, okay, so be patient. Now uh, we cover this, right? This is one more example is given here. You can also test this either this circuit is follow the Hurwitz criteria or not. Now see, in this function is only odd power of s, and there is no even power of s. But we can also see that you can find out even power by taking the derivative, right? Or odd power by taking the derivative of that function. This is totally depend on the given condition, right? What type of function is given to you. So here only odd power is given to you, odd power of s is given to you. So how to find out the even power? By taking the derivative of that. So by taking a derivative that for this function, you will get another function. Now even or odd term you will get from this. Now the same way you can apply that Hurwitz criteria, divide by this with this function, and observe the quotient of this. What what are the quotients? Means they are positive, real. They should be positive, right? Then only your system follows the Hurwitz criteria. Now, see all quotients are the positive. then your polynomial is follow the Hurwitz criteria. Now this is the positive real function. Now when I talk about the control system, so there are also some Hurwitz criteria is given for, okay. For example, there are for example s square plus as plus b. Such types of question is given to you according to control system. So what are the Hurwitz criteria is, you have to apply for first of all higher order of that term, that is s square plus b, s square plus s power of 0 divided by यहाँ पे कोएफिशिएंट किसका है, कितना है 1, and this is your b, and what is the coefficient of this a, right? Now you have to find out this. So this is nothing but a product of this and this. None of means यहाँ पे कोई term नहीं है, so it becomes 0. So multiply by ab minus of 1 into 0 divided by this a into b. This term must be positive. Positive must be positive for stable system, right? For stable system, this is a Hurwitz criteria when I talk about in control system, which I learned till now, but this is new, so that's why I also take this concept, because some of the network synthesis is also do from this. Okay, so that's why I'm today I'm discussing this concept. Okay, so please also learn this method. This is important. Okay, so this is the same, you have to divide this function with this, and observe the quotient of that, what you will get. It either is positive or negative. If it is negative, then your system is not follow the Hurwitz criteria. When I talk one more thing, when I talk about this, if how to analyze this function is here. First of all, your all coefficient must be 0, means this first row of coefficient must be a positive, and second one is no. If either one means number of sign changes here, number of sign change क्या दिखाते हैं यहाँ पे, number of sign change is represent your right half of S plane, means pole of right half of S plane. So that should be no sign change, no sign change, no sign change. Okay, sign change in first column, in first column for stable system, for stable system, for system. Okay, there is no sign change for first column for any stable system. So ये तो कंट्रोल सिस्टम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हो गया। इसमें कैसे आप रिप्रेजेंट करोगे इस क्राइटेरिया से, ये हर उस क्राइटेरिया से यहाँ पे आपका जो कोएफिशिएंट है वो पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए, राइट? नेगेटिव नहीं होना चाहिए। Now the positive and realness of the function. So we are talking about the stable function. So your system, now see, this is your S plane, and this is your f of S plane. Okay, this is on omega point of view, means so sigma value is given here, sigma and omega, and this is a in terms of real and imaginary function point. So no difference, both are same. So what are the condition? So f of s said to be positive real, and it satisfy the following condition. So this is important, positive real function, right? Later on we directly discuss your positive, means directly comment if any question is follow this positive real function or not. Now f of s is a real. Okay, so these are the conditions. These two are the condition. This is nothing but the same. Your poles must be lies on the left half of s plane. Here, the right of aspirin is given at initially, but later on it explained why your pole must not be followed in right of aspirin. So, at the final stage, it conclude that your poles must be explained, means false or lies on left half of aspirin. Okay, or you can say your poles had no poles of right half of aspirin, means none of a single pole is fall on the right half of a spin, right? Because the system goes uh, unstable, and there are we also discussed the different types of response and what are their transfer function, right? Means different types of transfer function, what are their response, we already see. So these are the some concept here, you can read it out. Now the function here, function is divided into two parts, that is p of s and q of s, and this function can also separate it out by with the help of this m and n form. What are the m and n? M is nothing but the odd and even parts of your this numerator and denominator respectively, right? Okay, so this is nothing but this, and you can also adjust this factor by, see, when you multiply numerator and denominator by this m minus m2 minus n2, what you will get, see, your function is looks like, right? Multiply this factor with this. Now say, observe the denominator become m square minus n square, right? And bottom is m1 n2 minus n1 n2. Now this is your odd even term, right? Even term, product of even term is even, and product of odd term is also in. uh, Sorry. uh, okay. Now see, the first term is even, and the first term is even, whereas the second is odd, right? This is a even term, this indicate even term, and this indicate odd term. uh, okay, odd. So odd is, sorry, here the first term is even, whereas the second is odd. As a multiplication of even with even or odd with odd gives the even function, right? What is explained, the multiplication of even into even and odd into odd given as a even function. So this is not in terms of value, right? This is in terms of your signal and system. When you study in that function, when two even function, when you product of two even function, you will get even function, right? When you product of two odd function, then you will get also even function. Okay, don't observe with this numerical means for this numbers value, right? Observe it is function, right? फंक्शन आपने कंट्रोल सिस्टम में पढ़ा होगा, व्हेन यू मल्टीप्लाई टू इवन फंक्शन देन यू विल गेट इवन फंक्शन, व्हेन यू मल्टीप्लाई टू ऑड फंक्शन देन यू विल गेट ऑड, then you will get even function. When you multiply two even and odd function, then you will get odd function. When you divide two even and odd function, then you will get odd function, right? So there are certain uh, properties of that even and of this function, even odd function. Okay, so according to this, you can observe this and this word, this your function. Okay, now there are some process by observing your function is this real positive function or not. So this all our process are given here. I directly go through the example, you can read it out. Okay, now see, if one function has a impedance and another function address, if one function is follow this even and odd or even means positive and real function, right? If our impedance has a positive and real function, then its admittance also positive and real function. And if it's a means sum of two positive and real function is always positive and real function, but the difference of two positive and real functions is maybe positive or real function or not, means it doesn't guarantee it always positive or real function. But when you sum of two positive and real function, it is guaranteed the overall function also positive and real. Okay, that is a property which is also given here, you can read it out. Now one more thing, see here. Okay, now see, one example is given here, you can taste this example. by using this Hertzian criteria. Okay, this is a two function. Earlier we see the function in single form, right? In their denominator is one, but here some denominator is also present. So you have to divide that term into two format. First of all, you have to study this function is follow the criteria or not. Okay, so how to divide this? Take the one by one. So this is your, suppose this is p1 and this is your p2. So first of all, analyze this p1. So p1 में क्या होगा? You have to separate out your this even function and odd function. So highest power is even, so write all even function, and second is write in denominator, write all this odd function. So see and test your function. Now, when you observe that all quotient of this function, you will get positive power. So you can write your function for this numerator is s by 3. S by 3 is nothing but your first one, right? Plus 1 by this s by 3. This is nothing but your quotient, right? This is nothing but your quotient. You have to simple take the inverse of that. Now I also write one standard circuit, and in that circuit, this in ladder circuit, if you remember, that impedance also is given such a format. Okay, you can also relate from that. But this is only a numerator part. Okay, so don't directly replace your circuit with that. Now, second thing is denominator. Denominator is P2. Now, denominator is P2. Same, you have to write even and odd part of that function and analyze this function, analyze that coefficient as well, and you can write of this. If the Since all coefficient of this is positive, means follows the this Hurwitz criteria, then your system your function is also follow that criteria. There are one shortcut you can say. Okay, shortcut you can say. So here एक मिनट guys. Yes, test whether this function is positive or real. So there are some conditions you can directly comment for this function. Is this function is follow the criteria or not? Okay. So what are the conditions? Your A, B, and C must be positive and real, right? Means and second thing is your B must be greater than of A. If the now see the order of this equation is higher, right? Denominator order is higher than this, and your coefficient of this B must be greater than of this A. Okay, then you can say that this system is follow the Hermitizing criteria. This is a general things. If you solve that with this concept, right? So there are some equation you will get in terms of ABC form, and by observing that form, you can analyze this. Means you can conclude the function should be follow, the function must be follow that Hermit's criteria if this function is follow this. Okay, so you can test this types of function by using this. Okay, you can cross check as well. Now, okay guys, now this function aw function. So our time is almost over. Now guys, now see, this function almost also new for me. Okay, so it is quite difficult to explain you, but be patient. I will clear all the your doubts. And in previous concept which I earlier class I taken out, so we can also discuss with that. Okay, but you should be know this concept as well. Can you please tell me, can I take your class at tomorrow at 11 a.m. if possible? Please comment. Yes, guys.